What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, how to become more magnetic or attractive? And I'm gonna give you an answer that's not woo woo, a bit unconventional, and is not mainstream advice. And that answer is by tackling the things that you fear or that you are putting off and procrastinating on because you feel you might be inadequate. Okay? So, what does that mean? What that means is you need to basically improve yourself. Okay? Very simply put. So let's say if you have a trauma or you have a mental illness or you have an insecurity or a fear, then what you need to do is you need to sit down and figure out what is it you need to do to tackle that head on. Stop avoiding it, stop running away from it, stop being scared of it, and sit down and tackle that weakness. Okay? What happens is, as you start doing that and you put in the work, then there's gonna be a shift in your vibe. And your vibe really is just a nice way of saying your mannerisms and behaviors will change. You see, you got to understand that it doesn't matter how much external things you try to get or put on to make yourself feel on the inside, okay? It will never change how you truly feel on the inside. All right? You can buy the nice house, the nice car, get with the hot girl, travel to exotic destinations. But if your inner world is a mess, none of that stuff matters. Not only will you not enjoy it, because let's face it, you don't feel good about yourself, so how are you going to feel good about anything outside of yourself? But you are gonna just delay your enjoyment of life. So you're gonna have to put in the work to elevate, and build up your inner world. And the moment you do that is you're gonna notice a change in your demeanor, mannerisms, and behaviors that will impact your vibe. It's basically the energy you're putting out there and you're projecting to the world. Okay? You're gonna be more at peace, you're gonna be more grounded, more confident, more accepting and loving of yourself. And all of that is the result of you building your inner world through tackling the things that scare you, that challenge you, that you know deep down you need to work on but you've been putting off. And the moment you do that, the moment you take care of all of this, you will become more magnetic and more attractive. People will gravitate towards you. They don't really know why, they don't quite understand it, but they look at you and they think there is something about you. And that something is you figuring out your own issues and fixing them. People don't quite see it, but that's what attracts them. Because everybody out there is walking around with their own issues that they've buried deep down and tried their best to forget about and just go through life pretending that these issues don't exist. So when someone comes along that has confronted their shit and sat down in it and dealt with it and came out on the other side a better version of themselves, that attracts people. That makes you magnetic. Okay? Now, I will give a warning here. prior to you proceeding on this journey is that when you heal yourself in this way, you are gonna attract a lot of unhealed people. You're gonna attract a lot of people that are suffering. And you're gonna eventually think that the people you attract into your life are a reflection of who you are, and that is not the case. The thing is, when you become magnetic and attractive, there's a high probability that you're going to attract more unhealed, damaged people than healthy people. And the reason for that is that unhealthy people are looking for a rescuer. They're looking for someone to rescue them. They're looking for someone to guide them. They're looking for someone to lead them out of that miserable place they're in. And when somebody walks around giving off the vibe that they know what they're doing, that they're comfortable in their skin, that they have ability, you're gonna attract more unhealthy people because they're looking for a savior. So just something to consider when you go about addressing all of your issues to increase your attractiveness and magnetism. Okay? So just a warning there. Now, one thing to touch on is that if you want to figure out what is it you need to tackle to become yourself more magnetic and attractive, Ryan Holiday has a great book called The Obstacle is the Way. Without reading the book, just the title, The Obstacle is the Way. So basically, anything that you feel stuck in or something that's blocking you, that's really what you need to tackle to become more magnetic and more attractive. If you tackle that, this will free you up as a human being. Your vibration, your energy will increase, your confidence will increase, okay? And you are just gonna go through life with this openness and just optimism that you didn't have before. And this makes you attractive and magnetic. So examples. Let's say you want a girlfriend and you don't have a girlfriend. And because of harsh rejection experiences you've had in the past, you've decided to give up on finding a girlfriend and made the decision that you're just gonna sit back and wait for things to happen naturally and for a girl to choose you or comes your way. But it's been weeks, months, years, decades, and nothing changed. Okay? Now, you might tell yourself you don't have what it takes to have a girlfriend. Now, what is that gonna do to your inner world, to your confidence, and thereby your vibration? Your inner world is gonna be depressed. Your confidence is gonna be low because you tell yourself you lack the ability, and in turn, your vibration will decrease, which reduces your magnetism and attractiveness. And in a way, this is an obstacle in your personal life. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to just give up, surrender, and sit back and let life pass you by? Or you're going to sit down, figure out what is it you need to do on a daily basis to get a girlfriend. The sooner you confront the reality that you most likely haven't put enough effort or energy, nor know what you're doing, the sooner you will be able to look for answers and solutions and go after the girl you want and potentially get a girlfriend. And that will change something about you. and in turn will raise your vibration. A lot of the time too, keep in mind that your vibration increases not necessarily from the result, because there's a lot of people out there that achieve what they want with very little effort, and they tend to have a very low vibration. And people that haven't achieved what they wanted, but they're dedicated to the process towards achieving what they want, and they tend to have a very high vibration. Okay? So keep that in mind also. It's more about the actions you take on a day-to-day basis and the commitment to yourself and your ability to keep promises you've made to yourself that will give off that upbeat vibration, magnetism, attractiveness, and your life starts to expand in turn. So, to summarize this for you guys, if you want to become more magnetic and more attractive, tackle the things you are scared, afraid of, or you've been putting off. Go after the obstacle in your life. Do not listen to the voice in your head that's telling you you're not good enough, you don't have what it takes, you don't deserve it, maybe I'll do it later. No. Sit down, figure out the next action you're gonna take, hear the voice in your head, acknowledge it, ignore it, and then act on that plan you've put in place. And I promise you, your attractiveness and magnetism will increase, and you're gonna have more people coming towards you than you know what to do with. Okay? Like I said, not all of them are gonna be healthy. If anything, a lot of them are gonna be very unhealthy. So just something to keep in mind there. Okay? Right, you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Hopefully this has been helpful to some of you out there. As per usual, very much appreciate your time and attention, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.